Today I have for you the all-time best AMES 85, and to be exact, it's Havok, who is currently #1 ranked in Black Ops 6, having a total of 51,000 SR. So in today's gameplay, we are going to be breaking down his game to show you exactly why he is #1 ranked. Currently, I am Crimson 1. I was going to go for Iridescent since I was Iridescent in Modern Warfare 3, but this game has the biggest cheating problem I've ever seen. Let me know in the comments if you face cheaters in ranked play. Majority of them are once you hit like Crimson, and once I hit Crimson 2, it was like every other game had a cheater, and the last time I played ranked, I think the last 7 games all had cheaters to where I just don't enjoy it whatsoever. I don't stream it. My viewers go down, and so if they actually add an anti-cheat, I will go for Eerie. With all that yapping out of the way though, this is going to be the overview of the class that basically every single pro rocks. You're going to want to use the perk greed. Yes, you can make the gun a little bit better with gunfighter, but you're going to get more value out of having ninja, just making it so the enemies don't hear you. Allows you to go in those flanks and just not get completely soundhoard by those PC players. Now for the optic, obviously we are going to be adding the Kepler. This part doesn't really matter. You can rock whichever optic you want. The one that Havok is using is going to be the Kepler Microflex. He just rocks the red reticle, but I really do like the change, and I recommend you guys to change it. Don't use any of these ones. These are completely faded, but the one that I like is going to be that blue dot, which you unlock for playing a little bit of Warzone with that with the Kepler, I believe. Now for the first attachment, previously he was rocking the ported, but he's going to be using the compensator. Doesn't really matter which one. For me, I really like the ported. I've seen a lot of pro players use the ported. Don't think about it too much, but he does like the compensator. This one's going to give you like a general boost to that recoil control. The ported works better for the first few shots, but a lot of time in rank play, you are spamming out so many shots, doing a lot of spray transfers to where the compensator is pretty beneficial. Next up, we are going to be going over to the barrel. This is where things get a little bit mixy. So exclusive ace, we all know him. He's the stat guy. He thinks the gain twist barrel is going to be the most beneficial one to increase that hit scan range, increase that bolt velocity by about 30%. So you don't really need to lead your shots. You're going to get that very good hit registration, but at like certain meters, it will take an extra bolt to kill, which is why Havok's going to be adding the reinforced barrel, which gives us a balance of that bolt velocity and that damage range. If you have the long barrel, you're going to have to like lead your shots a lot of the time, and it's just going to, you know, make it feel like you're on that high ping. By the way, if you're stressing about camos or simply just don't have time for them, check out my long-term sponsor Cbass. They will legitimately play in your account to hard unlock whatever you please. They can do the camos to the gun levels, and this goes for zombies, Warzone, and multiplayer. They don't use an unlock tool, and this doesn't break 2S, so there is no risk of being banned, and no one has before. So if you want to save your time and energy, go to the top link in my description and check out Cbass.com. Based off exclusive aces graph, you guys can see that the long barrel does increase your damage range, or your effective damage range, up to about 61 meters, which is very good, but the average gunfight is going to be about like 35 to like 45 meters. The biggest one is around like 50, so you're not going to really get the full potential out of that long barrel. With the gain twist barrel, you get less damage range, so it takes an extra shot to kill after about 50 meters, but you don't need to lead your shots at all. Reinforce, you guys can see the hit scan range is up to about like 43 meters, and then you're going to be able to get that 4 or 5 shot kill up to about 55 meters, and that's just going to like just in general help you out the most. Now for the underbarrel, you guys can rock whichever one you want. If I'm just trying to have fun, move around pretty fast, I'll use the Ranger foregrip, but if you're trying to do the best, definitely use the vertical foregrip, which is why Havok uses. He's always playing against cheaters all day, beating cheaters, and so he needs the best of the best to ensure that he's not going to miss a shot. This is going to maximize that horizontal recoil control, while that muzzle is going to be removing that gun kick and adding a lot of vertical. For the last attachment, we are going to go over to the rear grip, and we are going to be adding the ergonomic. Now the ergonomic is not going to be the best for you. The ergonomic is good for Havok because he's going to be sliding into gunfights a lot, which we all do, but a lot of you know, he can just play in any way that he wants to where the ergonomic will really help him. For me, I just like the quick draw because it just makes it a little bit snappier, so if I'm at range, it's easier to recenter and just snap onto targets. I've seen pro players with the quick draw grips, so it really doesn't matter which one you add. He's going to be using the ergonomic, cutting down on that slide to fire delay. There's a lot of delays in this game, and so it just makes the whole game feel a lot more fluid. I do hope they remove the delays, but I know they won't remove the delays if there's still all the hackers in the game. And then if you guys do, yeah, there's the screenshot, and if you guys do want the gunfighter build, obviously you got to add the gunfighter wild card, and then we are going to go over to the stock, and the one that I recommend is going to be the combat stock, just so you get a little flinch resistance. So if the enemies do shoot at you, your screen isn't going to shake at all, making it a lot easier to land those shots, and then you also get a little bit of strafe speed. Another pretty good one's going to be the infiltrator stock, just to make it so you can strafe very quickly. What's up, Prismo? And so then just makes you a harder target to hit, but I would think that you get more value, or I know you get more value out of the combat, since it just, you know, helps to stay on target, especially at range. And then for the last attachment, we are going to be adding the overpower pressured rounds. And then we're going to go over here and add the long barrel. So now we're maximizing that damage range, and then also maximizing the bow velocity, so you can, you know, you get that 5-shot kill potential up to like 55-60 meters, and you don't need to lead your shots. This build is actually GA'd because it's so good, but I still think you'll get more value out of Ninja unless you're not really rushing around the map. If you guys are curious of my secondary, we got the Strider on here. A lot of people don't use an optic. Completely up to you guys. Just make sure you have the fast mag and the quick draw, since there is absolutely no downsides to rocking any of those. And with all that out of the way, make sure you guys leave a like if this video was helpful, and if you want to see more of them, hit the subscribe button. Now let's get to the Havok gameplay. Before I show you guys the Havok gameplay, I just want to show you guys a round 11 crazy moment from the LA Thieves versus Optic Texas CDL game today. Keep in mind, LA Thieves were up 5-1. Optic won 4 rounds in a row, bringing it to a round 11. One of the craziest things I've ever seen. He actually saw 2 of them when he was rotating up. Chucks a nade straight up. Dies. You think it's over? Nah, that nade lands and gets the kill. And in the post interview, he actually called out that one of the enemies were dead before the nade even landed, which just shows like how pros just understand the game in a different way. And they basically go into private matches and practice these things. Like, you don't practice that in a real game, you practice that in a private match, which is why I always say go to a private match, run around the map, test out little things, and you'll get astronomically better rather than just getting reps on the game. Giving, you know, reps do help. Let's see this. Kenny sees 2 of them, so they all rotate back. Dashi gets a kill, gets fried. Cute dies. Now it's a 1v2 for Kenny. And a lot of people have been hating on Kenny recently to say, oh, he's been playing pretty mid. And so I really want Optic to win this just for that sole reason. I was scared that he was going to get dropped or something. Gets the 1. Gets the 2. One of the craziest things I've ever seen. Bro, the energy there was insane. I was so nice to actually watch that live. Shotzi starts to vlog. Crazy. Bro, and look, he actually had like 2 HP. Watch. Hex says, don't get up. He immediately stands up, gets the kill. He said that he thought one was like rotating over here towards like like this hallway or something, like split up. But like typically, you know, the players don't ever split up at all, which is why it's, you know, helpful to play with teammates. Get that chemistry, you just run around the map together. Great reaction time. HP 2 health, 1 bullet, and he's dead. They didn't see him. I think that was Envoy, and then he just fries him.
Don't get up.
Just insane play. Going crazy. Okay, ladies and gents, we got the Havok over here now. He's actually not playing in his regular lobbies. He's doing like a series where he goes like solo queued at iridescent, speedrunning it. Use that helicopter a lot. Like, just literally go over here, hop up on the helicopter, you see over the whole map. I don't see anybody do that. And like, he doesn't even need to hop on the point, you know, he has the SMG players for that. Even though usually an AR player will be on there, but he can be a main AR by, you know, sitting back, scanning over the map, making it a little bit easier for his teammates to be on there. And I would have showed like, you know, some gameplay of him playing against top 250 and stuff, but I just want to show you guys what it looks like when a #1 ranked player goes against like some casuals. It's actually pretty crazy. The IQ just goes insane.
And then just watch my outer here.
He does use a sub for a little bit, but I know like majority of the gameplay is with the aims, which like, oh, I swear he does pull out the aims. Yeah, see, I told you.
He needs to back up.
So the hard point's flipping, so he's just going for the spawns. Actually doesn't play that good. Doesn't play that good. Doesn't go that crazy. Nice one behind these guys. So I'm gonna re-wrap grass. So then he still somehow has spawns. I don't know how he spawned back there, but he did. And so then he just flanks him, cleans up those guys. Knows that all of the enemies are like, you know, spawning by tower side. Or I guess they should be spawning like top right of him, so. A lot of the things that like casuals will do, they'll just go hit the hill over and over and over. Don't hit the hill over and over. Sacrifice 10 seconds, 20 seconds to get the next hill. Although if you can hold both hills, that's great. Using the top of the tank, crazy reaction times. Like a big fear of mine is that I'll just have a horrible reaction time, but like I would imagine if I play the game a lot, you know, consistently for a couple hours every day, like the reaction time will stay pretty good. Because right now I'm 24. I feel like slacking a little bit, but like I'm still snapping on people. Curious like what age it gets really bad. All right, here's the Jacko out now. I promise you though, he pulls out the aims again.
They're spawning out P1 here because where my teammates are, so or P2.
Also, pay attention. He doesn't miss a single bullet. Or he typically doesn't miss any bullets. Like once you get to like this level of COD, you don't miss a bullet. And your enemies don't miss a bullet either, to where if you miss one bullet, you're dead. Which is why a lot of people think like people are hacking and stuff, or someone has like a Cronus because they got no recoil, they hit every shot. But like, you shouldn't really ever miss a shot if you got aim assist.
I should have rotated, but I think it's fine.
So he's kind of like playing the flex role. For this hill, he has to slide in there, he has to break it, he has to get control of that for his teammates, so he uses the sub to get in there. For like the hills that are on the outside, obviously you can use the AR. For me personally, I love the flex roll. It just like sometimes if I use the same thing for too long, I'll do like bad with it. But if I mix it up a little bit, I'll get like a dopamine rush. It helps me like relock in. Doesn't immediately hop in the point, tries to get the information, gets like a pick, gets some weak, and then slides in there. Waits also for his teammates. If he just slid in there, he's not going to do anything. He's going to contest it. But like his teammates are even close, so then if he dies, then the enemies just have the hard point. But like, you know, might as well just wait, play for information.
These spawns are the hard. I feel like this hill P4 on this map is probably one of the harder spawns.
I hate that hill. I hate that. This map, I fucking hate it too. It's just like big windows and castles and zip lines everywhere. I can't believe they took Rewind out. Rewind was one of my, actually my favorite comp map. Some of you guys think I'm faded for saying that, but like, it's a great map. I love that map. Given there's a lot of clutter and there's a lot of better maps, but in this game, there's not that many good maps at all. Usually when you go to vote, you're like voting on which one's worse, which one's not as bad. How do I want to not suffer as much? I'd be sick if they took out control for like uplink or something. I don't know how it would work in this game, but I feel like people would like uplink a little bit more. Was that the AR? See, I told you. Use the heli again, because you can just look over the whole thing. A lot of people don't even expect you to be over here. Sometimes I'll hop on like the boxes, or like I just won't use the heli, and you can't really look over the map as much. And so then if there's an enemy laying down on the point or something, you won't be able to see them. But if you use the heli, you can see everyone.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he got to like Diamond 3 or something, or like the end of Platinum without losing a single game on the solo queue. Crazy. I'm kind of curious like how far I could go solo queue. I think the farthest I can go solo queue is probably Crim. Right now I'm only Crim. Actually, yeah. With the team, I can't even get past like Crim 2. Given I haven't really played it all because it's just cheaters almost every single game, and that's just the last thing I want to do is like play against cheaters almost every single game. Last year wasn't that bad. It was bad, but it wasn't crazy. So like, I hit Eerie. I thought it was gonna be the same this year. Oh no. But if they add an actual good anti-cheat, I will hit it. I used to stream ranked every single day. Now I don't ever stream ranked. Like the viewers are going down. Everyone's like, yo, it's not fun to watch you play against cheaters almost every game. Maybe if I was beating them, but okay, sorry, I'm just yapping. I'm just fucking yapping. I feel like I'm streaming. So he spawns out. Oh no. Yeah. He spawns out. There's 16 seconds left on the hill, so he does need to flip this. He needs to get a little breakthrough. Sees on the kill feed that now there's 3 enemies dead, and then there's 1 guy up spawn. I mean, there's 3 guys off spawn. There's 1 guy like, you know, up in like mid map or something. Clears out the top house. Right there, bro. That's prioritize interact. He caught the gun when it was in the air. I don't know why people like to use like prioritize reload. I don't understand at all. Like if you're gonna reload, you're already in a safe place where you can hold the reload for a millisecond. Prioritize interact, bro. You can just pick up guns like extremely quick.
Good movement there. Slide, reset, slide.
He can push up a little bit because his teammates are so far back that they're actually angry. I digress. There was an enemy deeper. There's always someone deeper than you. He sees on the minimap that his teammate spawns out. If you see on the top left, teammate spawns out, so he immediately knows that someone's on his left. I mean, like they're spawning behind him, and basically he's looking at the minimap 24/7. A lot of stuff I'm saying is common sense, but it's good to like refresh your brain for it. I'm so happy you can't lay down there. So happy. That'd be so annoying.
Can mantle this and not take fall damage.
Because like the headshots don't even really do much in this game. Bro, the subs are actually, I think the subs are more OP than the ARs this year. When the Krig was in, bro, that was the most OP thing. You saw 4 Krigs on the map, no variety, nothing at all, and people were like mad that it got banned. I was like, bro, you're only mad that it got banned because you couldn't shoot straight. Now with the aims, it actually takes some skill. The Jackal just seems crazy.
Yeah, they're gonna beat us near, but I think we can break.
This hill's always a money hill. Like, it's actually super easy to secure. Like, once you're in there, if you have the right setup, you can easily secure it. Right there, okay. He jumps, he checks it, immediately slides. He hit the slide button in the air, if you play that slow, you're probably gonna die. The enemy gets information on you, even though they got information on him right now. But like he's gone though, so now like in their brain they're kind of tweaking. Slides over to this corner.
Slide in, then climb
Checks
over.
that. Deceives them.
Dead.
Top 250 would definitely play that a little bit differently. Maybe I'll add like a top 250 thing into this video. This is just from his stream VOD. But
there he is.
he's looking on the minimap. He sees that left and right's covered. The front needs to be watched, so he grabs that. Nade's teammate. I think the teammate's on the stairs.
Yeah, he doesn't even have Spyro.
Bro, I don't even know where the teammate's at. You see on the minimap, like there's the white arrow where it shows that he's above him. So then, yeah, that guy wasn't watching anything. I think he was like top zip. Bro, that's crazy. See, like the bad teammates just screw you over, which is like, you know, there's always things that you can improve on. Like you can pick up the slack of bad teammates, but definitely makes your life a lot easier. You won't age as fast if you have a squad.
Hardpoint located.
Top here, maybe there's
Oh, a little fun fact: you actually can jump off the zip line like right here. You can do it right before that. There's the 2 rooms. You can jump up before that. You just gotta jump off earlier than you think. Go in a private match, try and like practice that, and it really deceives the enemies because they hear the zip line or they see you going up it, and they always think you're up top. And then you go to like the bottom area, then you climb upstairs and kill them, and they just start tweaking. Like once I learned that, bro, my gameplay on this map was so much better. Like immediately, like going into a private match and just practice little angles and little spots helps so much. It's crazy. And watching your gameplay back, you can go in theater mode and just watch your gameplay back, or even better, just record yourself. And that just really helps you out. That heady right there is pretty crazy. Like that wall, you think the enemies would have the heady, but like if you're on the point, you actually have the heady. Also, yo, if you found this video helpful, you should definitely leave a like. I know I'm just yapping, but I feel like I spit out a couple good things. I think they close it out here. I might add another reaction to this. You know, we have him, the #1 ranked player versus casuals, and then we can have #1 ranked versus #2 ranked Parasite. I actually met Parasite in person. The long slide. I love the long slides. A lot of people just like immediately cancel their slide. You can do like those long slides, and they definitely help you out. And if you're trying to get more SR, just stay on the point. Just stay on the point, bro. You get so much XP, so much score.